Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. It's an after-school special playoff edition here from Farmingdale State College. It's the NSCHSAA playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network as the number 5 Holy Trinity Titans take on the number 2 seed Chaminade Flyers in the winner's bracket of the 2023 Nassau-Suffolk Catholic High School Athletic Association playoffs. Today's game is sponsored by Catholic Health, as well as Common Sense Baseball, Long Island Elite Baseball, and College Sports Advisors. And a pleasant good evening, everybody, from the gorgeous Farmingdale State College. I'm John Perez, and boy, we are ready for an exciting evening of baseball. Chaminade and Holy Trinity, both of these teams winning 1-0 games yesterday, both very exciting. Let's start with the visitors on the scoreboard. Holy Trinity, as they went up against UNC commit Jason DeCaro with MLB scouts in attendance. It was actually Sebastian Velasquez who pitched the game of his life, going 6 2/3 innings. He struck out 7 batters, walked 5, and only allowed the 1 hit to the top-seeded St. Anthony's Friars. So Holy Trinity won 1-0 on the RBI single by Tyler Cook in the 6th inning, and then with Velasquez tiring, he was pulled for the final batter. Tying run was at third base. Tyler Cook came on and shut the door to set up Holy Trinity in this game. They've now knocked off Kellenberg and Andrew Koshy, who we'll see later today. He's the Wake Forest commit, and they knock off another ACC-bound player in Jason DeCaro. So that's Holy Trinity. How about Chaminade? Well, how can you do a better pitching performance than Sebastian Velasquez? It's tough, right? Well, how about a combined no-hitter for the Chaminade Flyers, as it was started off by John Carroll, who was exceptional. He came into the game with only 7 innings at his back. He went 6 1/3, no-hit innings, walked 2, struck out 4, and then James D'Alessandro, who had 7 saves on the season, got the final 2 outs as Chaminade, the number 2 seed, now 1 win away from going back to the final. With that said, let's meet the starting lineup for the Holy Trinity Titans, as it'll be Nick Del Vecchio. He was a spark plug on the base paths yesterday. The shortstop will bat first. Tyler Cook, it will be the designated hitter. He bats second. Kyle Kozlowski at first base, bats third. Andrew Hepner is the cleanup hitter and catcher. Sebastian Velasquez, yesterday's hero, mans the hot corner. He'll bat 5th. Ryan Sizz is out in right field batting 6th, with Nico Quiros in center field batting 7th. Sean Atkinson is in left field batting 8th, with Sean Maddie, the second baseman for the Titans, rounding out the order. As Chaminade will send to the mound Liam Daly, and Daly is what Chaminade has expected from him this entire season. He's been fantastic on the mound for Chaminade as he comes into this game with a spotless 0.00 ERA. He's won 2 games, lost none in 14 2/3 of an inning. And if this is your first high school baseball game of the year, welcome. Where were you yesterday? Make sure you're watching on demand on Varsity Media's YouTube channel. But if not, know that most of these pitchers only throw about 30 to 40 innings if they're in a rotation on a consistent basis. So because of that, all of these numbers are very skewed. So if you see Evan Boschnagel, for example, later on, he leads the league with 6 home runs. 6 home runs in the grand scheme of things. You're thinking of a 162-game clip. Yeah, he only had 17 games to do so, which meant that he hit a home run every 3 days. So while the numbers are a little suppressed, a lot got done. A lot of parity, too, in the NSCHSAA, as well as the top 5 seeds were all divided and separated by a game and a half. Chaminade wearing the home whites again with the pinstripe and the script flyer logo as they're ready to go. Liam Daly gets set to go against Del Vecchio. As Nick Del Vecchio steps up to the plate, we wait for the thumbs up from the home plate umpire, and then we are ready to go for a fun day of baseball. Monday night here at Farmingdale State. The winner of this game won't play until next Monday in the championship round. Chaminade looks to get there for the 2nd straight year. Daly's ready to go, and the first pitch is a fastball outside for ball 1 to Del Vecchio. Singled in the 6th inning, went 1 for 3, came around to score on the RBI single by Tyler Cook. Struck out twice against Jason DeCaro. And that hits the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Del Vecchio taking his talents to LIU after his Holy Trinity career is done. Pops it up on the right side. First opportunity for Matt Brandt. He hauls it in flawlessly for out number 1. Let's meet the defense for Chaminade. Left to right in the outfield is Aiden Katzman, Michael Sweeney, and Evan Boschnagel. Matt Brandt is the first baseman. Joe Chanis at second base. Matt Dieguez is the shortstop with Mike Cervoni at third base. Tom Chanis behind the plate and Daly on the mound as Tyler Cook, the backstop yesterday and DH today, steps up to the plate and hits a little squibber foul off to the right side, 0-1. One of the most difficult things to do that Dan Luisi has had to overcome this year was Cook being his 2nd best pitcher and best reliever, how to navigate putting him in a game when he starts at catcher, as that one's a little upstairs. And the count 1-1. And so what Cook did yesterday was he went to the bench, was swapped for the DH spot. Andrew Hepner went behind the plate, caught that 6th inning while Cook was able to warm up in the bullpen, and then came out throwing darts and retiring the final batters. Skies this one out to center. Sweeney drifting over, and Michael Sweeney makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down to begin the evening for Daly. So this brings up Kyle Kozlowski, the first baseman. And Holy Trinity looks to get Kozlowski going. Yesterday, Kozlowski a walk, a fly out, and grounded into a double play. And takes a first pitch curveball in for a strike, 0-1. Kozlowski, a Jefferson commit. He'll be playing at the CAA after he graduates. In fact, he and Nico Quiros will both be Jefferson players once they graduate. As some college coaches filter in, seeing different ECC schools in attendance and some CACC as well. Certainly a fresh crop of talent, and we know what's on the marquee with Koshi and DeCaro and Sebastian Velasquez, who's headed to URI, but certainly a lot of players that can help an ECC school, particularly a school like Queens College in particular, that's losing a ton of seniors as they look for their ECC title defense. 1-2 coming, and the curveball misses low, 2-2. Of course, Queens winning their first ECC title since 1998 and picking up their first NCAA tournament win before being eliminated just a few days ago down in Delaware. Infield, outfield, straight up. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Curveball in there, strike 3 called. Knee buckling curveball as Daly sits Holy Trinity down in order. Half inning in the books. Holy Trinity nothing. Chaminade comes to bat on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see a region that lives, feels, and pulses with energy. But before it all, we see you, because it's your lives that breathe life into this island. At Catholic Health, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Bottom of the first inning as Gabe Clarikaitis will take the mound for Holy Trinity, and he faces this Chaminade lineup who was stifled yesterday, but still managed to scratch out a hit against St. Dominic to set themselves up on the winner's side of the bracket. Sean Sweeney will be the designated hitter, and he'll lead off. Aiden Katzman in left field bats second. Evan Boschnagel, the big bopper, bats third. He's in right field. Matt Dieguez, quarterback of the football team and quarterback of the infield. He's the shortstop batting fourth. Michael Cervoni is the third baseman batting fifth, with Michael Sweeney in center field batting sixth. Matt Brandt, the first baseman, bats seventh. Joe Chanis, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Tom Chanis behind the plate against Clarikaitis, as someone who is a junior and a very good job of stepping up over the last few years. Finished the season with 4 saves in 11 innings this year and gets the start against Chaminade, looking to put Holy Trinity in the final next week. Coming into this season, too, Dan Luisi saying that he knew that Clarikaitis would be the number 2 starter, and really has done a fantastic job mixing his pitches. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Sits between 88 to 91 miles per hour, and has gotten a lot of attention from college coaches, and with some on display here. You know, the playoffs brings the best out in the best players, and Clarikaitis no exception, as Sean Sweeney steps up to the plate for the Flyers. One of 2 Sweeneys in the lineup, and here's Sean. And the first pitch from Clarikaitis is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Sean Sweeney moving up to the leadoff spot today after being in the 7-hole yesterday. He singled to center field in 2 at-bats. Wind starts to blow out to left as a fastball sits high, 1-1. Sweeney's bat has been the reason why he's been in the lineup, and with the good defensive presence that Chaminade has, Sweeney's glove not up to the level of some of the other players, and it's not a knock on him. It just goes to show all the gold glovers that Chaminade has on their infield and outfield. But because he's able to put the bat on the ball and continue to get on base, Mike Piankos continues to reward him with a spot in the lineup. Behind in the count, 1-2. Clarikaitis gets the sign, kicks and fires, and a curveball stays high, 2-2. Sweeney, a natural corner infielder, played sporadically in the outfield as well, and has been used as a DH back-to-back days. And now the count full to the leadoff hitter for the Flyers. Infield, outfield straight up as the wind starts to blow out towards left field. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, he got him. First strikeout of the afternoon as Clarikaitis blows a fastball by Sweeney, and there's one away to begin his evening. Gotta love the swagger of Clarikaitis, who he and Velasquez continue to push each other, and it's brought the best out of them. And they've been a big reason why Holy Trinity is on the winner's side of the playoff tournament. Aiden Katzman takes a fastball on the outer half. Count 0-1. Katzman yesterday 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a couple of ground outs as well. As the third baseman Velasquez is a little even with the bag off of third, the pitch. And foul tipped off the glove of Hepner. Clariakaitis ahead in the count, 0-2. Don't expect to see the pitching performances that we saw yesterday, but either way, all four of these coaches confirming that their number 2 starter would be a number 1 starter on any other team. One hop to short, first opportunity for Del Vecchio, fires to first in time. 2 up, 2 down to begin Clariakaitis' night.
Now batting for the Flyers, the right fielder, number 1, Evan Bochnagel.
And so this brings up Evan Bochnagel, 2 gone in the first inning. Bochnagel, like we mentioned in the open, a league-leading 6 home runs. 388 in the regular season. Lines it right back up the box, and Chaminade has their first hit of the night as Bochnagel was wasting no time. Somebody who crowns the plate, puts the barrel on the ball, and the first hit of the day for the Flyers brings up Matt Dieguez.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Matthew Dieguez.
Well, Bochnagel and now his speed off of first. Doesn't take the biggest of leads and not the fastest flyer, but one of the smartest base runners on the team. As Dieguez takes high for ball 1. Dieguez really impressive manning the shortstop position, and you wouldn't expect anything else. He's a Division I talent headed to Fordham. Throw over to first. Infield playing back as Dieguez ahead in the count 1-0. And a curveball zips on the outer half. Count even at 1-1. Dieguez hit by a pitch and walked in 2 plate appearances, had a ground out as well. Officially 0 for 1. Chaminade yesterday didn't get a lot of traffic on the base paths. In fact, they only left 3 runners on base. 2-1 coming. That darts on the outside black, and the count is 2-2. So both pitches continue to pound the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs are scoreless, bottom of the first inning. From the set, 2-2 pitch. On the outside corner, just missed. Half the infield thought that Clariakaitis had strike 3, and they're going to have to go back. Looks like a good pitch, but either way, Bochnagel will be moving on the next pitch. High set. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner goes, and it's splash foul off to the right side, and we'll do it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please return any foul ball to either dugout, please? Thank you.
Breeze starts to pick up as the number 2 seed Chaminade Flyers with the first hit of the afternoon. Bochnagel goes, and this is driven into the gap in left center field, and it'll be an extra base hit. Boschnagel's on the move. The ball rolls all the way to the wall. They're going to send Bochnagel home. It's an RBI double, and the Flyers strike first. Matt Dieguez gives Chaminade a 1-0 lead in the first. You just see a game of inches. Holy Trinity thought they had strike 3. They did not. Dieguez was able to spoil off a pitch and then send that one to the gap. And now another runner in scoring position for Chaminade, for Mike Cervoni, the third baseman. Cervoni getting the final assist in the no-hitter yesterday, as he was able to throw out Victor Frederick, the St. John's commit. was fantastic yesterday as well. Only allowed the one unearned run. Check of the runner, 1-0 coming. That dips outside, 2-0. Mike Cervoni brought up last year as a sophomore. Takes outside, 2-1. And was brought up because of his glove. And many around the league calling Chaminade last year the 1927 Yankees with the embarrassment of talent that they had. 15 Division I players on the squad a year ago. 2-1 misses outside. And Clariakaitis not coming close to the zone. And this will bring out Velasquez to try and calm down the Titans starter today. Well, Velasquez yesterday too. At times command was an issue, had the 5 walks, but when he was on, he was lights out. And that's been the same for Clariakaitis in this at-bat. As Holy Trinity tries to limit the damage to just 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Already a run home for Chaminade. Out of the stretch, Clariakaitis checks Diegas, now comes home, and it's popped up right side of the infield. Foul territory is the first baseman, Kozlowski, and he can't make the catch. He tried to evade the runner, and Cervoni did so, but it popped off the top of his glove, and this will prolong the at-bat. We take another look. So tough to see, and for Kozlowski, who heard the footsteps of Cervoni, and one that he wishes he had back. So we'll have another payoff pitch. Infield, outfield straight away, and time called at the plate. Velasquez hugging the line at third and playing back. Cervoni likes to barrel it up. The pitch in the dirt, ball 4. So after getting a strikeout and a ground out to start off the evening, Boschnagel singled, Diegas with the 2-baser, and Cervoni with a walk. As Chaminade has runners on first and second and 2 outs. Already 1-0 for the number 2 seed. And Mike Sweeney, the Hofstra commit, steps up to the plate. First pitch, tag down the left field line, foul as Sweeney got ahead of a breaking ball, 0-1. Sweeney, the captain on the team after being a 3-year varsity player. Mike Pianco's joking that you could put Mike Sweeney at any position, including pitcher and catcher. He's that athletic. Here's the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball and a strike. Sweeney yesterday in the leadoff spot, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Chaminade continues to threaten. Here's a 1-1. High and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Middle infield playing straight up the box. As Matty now starts to go towards the second base position. 2-1 pitch. That hits the outside edge. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now the Titans a strike away from getting out of it. Dieguez off of second, Cervoni off of first. 1-0 Chaminade, bottom one. Here's a 2-2. Slapped foul right back to the screen, and we'll do it again. It's interesting on that last pitch, Cervoni started to jog towards second, but then saw Dieguez wasn't running. Not sure if he didn't know that it wasn't 3-2. No reason for Piancos to put the double steal sign on if 3-2 pitch is upcoming. Both runners do go, though, and the pitch is taken low for ball 3, and it's a double steal. Well, have me eat my own words. Good job there on the double steal. Dieguez goes to third. Cervoni goes to second. And a great jump at second by Dieguez. He's now 90 feet away representing the second Chaminade run. Clariakaitis looking to get out of it. Payoff pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. So back-to-back walks and the bases are loaded. As Sweeney reaches base for the first time this postseason, and this will bring out Dan Luisi. So Luisi trying to calm down his starter. And of course, it's a quick meeting and just trying to calm him down and give him a break. And while we have this little break in the action, you can help bring your game to life with Varsity Media Sportscast. Announcers, instant replays, multiple camera angles, graphics, great for rivalry games, senior day, or general promotion of your team. Contact us today, 516-403-2050, or visit varsitymedia.net. First pitch is down and in for ball 1 to Matt Brandt. Nobody warming up in the Holy Trinity bullpen. This is Clariakaitis' inning to finish. Bases full of flyers, the pitch. Served in the air, shallow center field, falling fast, a dive, and it can't be caught by Quiros, and 2 runs will score. Quiros on the dive, made a good attempt, it fell in, as Dieguez and Cervoni come in to score. A 2 RBI single for Matt Brandt, and the Flyers put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the first. It's 3-0 Chaminade. Well, if you continue to give Chaminade extra outs, they'll take advantage, and Matt Brandt inside out at that pitch and dunked it into right center field for the 2 RBI single. Eighth batter to the plate this inning is Joe Chanis. Attacks the first pitch, skies in the air out to right field. Drifting over is Sizz. He makes the catch on the run, and the inning is over. But Chaminade puts up 3 runs on the board to take a 3-0 lead at the end of 1. You're watching the 2023 NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Chaminade takes a 3-0 lead in the top of the second of the NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network. That inning started innocently off enough as Gabe Clariakaitis had a strikeout and a ground out, and then that's when the meat of the order for Chaminade came through. A Boschnagel singled, Matt Dieguez hit one to the gap. That allowed Boschnagel to score from first, and then the big blow, the 2 RBI single by Matt Brandt to give the Flyers a 3-0 lead, and Liam Daly, who set Holy Trinity down in order, will have a 3-run lead at his back. Number 8 in pinstripes looks to keep the stellar pitching performance going for Chaminade, who is now, if you go back into last game, retired 17 straight batters, only allowed 2 base runners, as Andrew Hepner, the catcher, leads things off for the Titans. Hepner 1 for 2 with a walk yesterday, stranded at second base in the 7th inning when Holy Trinity was looking for an insurance run. Awaits the 0-1. Count even at a ball and a strike. Hepner splitting time in the hot corner and behind the plate for Holy Trinity this year, when Tyler Cook, the everyday catcher, is the designated hitter. Finds himself behind in the count 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Curveball hit in the air, shallow left field. Katzman comes on, a dive, and makes the catch. Nice sliding catch by Aiden Katzman, as Hepner's retired for the first out.
Now batting for the Titans, the third baseman, number 23, Sebastian Velasquez.
Take another look. Cool, calm, and collected for Katzman as he loses the cap in the process, but picks up another out. And this brings up yesterday's hero, Sebastian Velasquez. With his arm, went 6 2/3 innings, and at the plate, Velasquez 0 for 2 with a sac bunt against his opposite number, Jason DeCaro. Hits the outside corner, a ball and a strike. Velasquez will be headed to URI. Of course, Rhodey in the A-10 tournament now. They'll face Davidson, the number 2 seed, tomorrow afternoon, as Division III and Division II in the midst of their NCAA tournament runs, but the road to the College World Series usually starting in late May, and most of these Division I teams are looking to have deep runs. We saw Hofstra last year get to the regional before falling in Chapel Hill to North Carolina, and good year on Long Island for baseball. This is skied in the air out to left, an easier play for Katzman. Makes the catch with 2 hands, and 5 straight retired to begin the evening for Liam Daly.
Now batting for the Titans, the right fielder, number 5, Ryan Chiz.
So this brings up Ryan Chiz. Chiz, the junior, converted infielder and everyday right fielder, takes upstairs for ball 1. Chiz yesterday was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance and then thrown out at second, adding insult to injury. Lined out to second and grounded out in his 2 other at-bats. But now ahead in the count, 2-0. As Liam Daly, someone who continues to hit the strike zone, has been very economical. He's not going to dial up the strikeouts, and that's fine when you've got one of the best defenses in the region behind you. It's not the worst thing in the world to have the ball put in play, especially now that high school has gone back to wooden bats. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Wave and a miss. And then the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Daly looks to close out the second inning strong. 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He got him. 6 up, 6 down to begin the day for Liam Daly. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, it's Chaminade 3, Holy Trinity nothing on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Be a part of the premier travel baseball program in Nassau County by joining Long Island Elite Travel Teams. Elite Baseball offers a reliable organizational structure with tiers of teams between 11 and 17 years old. Elite Baseball provides experienced and knowledgeable coaches that help players grow in a competitive, fair, and respectful environment. To sign up, text the number below at 516-900-2479 or email longislandelitebaseball@gmail.com.
And you're always working to get them to that level.
They're genuine. They really want what's best for your kid. And it's about giving your kid an advantage and access to as many resources as possible. And I feel like with CSA, they have the platform, they have the relationships. Again, it's all about having your kid's best interest in mind, and it's certain that's what they have here.
Bottom two, 3-0 Chaminade. 9-1-2 due up against Gabe Clariakaitis. Gave up a couple of singles, a double, and allowed 3 runs across as he'll deal to Tom Chanis to lead things off for the Flyers in the bottom of the second inning. Thank you for making us a part of your evening, everybody. I'm John Perez as we continue our coverage of the NSCHSAA playoffs on Varsity Media. And a ton of great plays that we've seen, and be sure to subscribe on social media throughout the week as well on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We'll have a ton of highlights, not just from these baseball games, from the lacrosse action that we have the rest of the week as well. In fact, a big week on the Varsity Media Sports Network for Kellenberg. We got both of their games today. Baseball coming up at 7 p.m. and the lacrosse game starting in about an hour's time, although if you're watching this in the middle of the summer, boy, wasn't that some game? I mean, can you believe the outcome that we got in that one? And then he scored that goal. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Lofted foul off to the right side. And Clariakaitis ahead in the count 1-2 to Tom Chanis, the catcher for Chaminade. Chanis did a good job calling the game for John Carroll yesterday. Was hitless in 2 at-bats. Ground out and a fly out. Infield, outfield, straight up. 1-2 pitch. Curveball upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's been 2 beautiful days of baseball after the torrential downpour Saturday in the New York metropolitan area. As Clariakaitis misses high again. Strike zones have been an issue for Clariakaitis, and control has been an issue through his first inning plus. Comes the payoff pitch. Wave and a miss, he got him. Went upstairs with the fastball, picking up his 2nd strikeout of the day. And that'll roll over the lineup for Sean Sweeney. Sweeney struck out swinging his first at-bat. As Velasquez, third baseman, playing in on the grass. And first pitch high for ball 1. Well, Piancos, like we mentioned in Sweeney's first at-bat, swapping both spots for the Sweeneys. So Sean moves up to the number 1 spot today as Michael Sweeney goes to the 6th hole. 1-0, little chin music. 2 balls and no strikes. Chaminade, a team that does have some power outside of Boschnagel, but really more a station-to-station team and can string along hits. And if you give them extra outs, they'll take advantage of it. As Clariakaitis behind in the count, 3-0. Second baseman Maddie playing on the outfield grass. Here's the 3-0. High, ball 4. Third walk issued by Clariakaitis. And Sweeney, the 1-out base runner for Aiden Katzman. First pitch to Katzman. That's high again. And this will bring out Hepner as he shoos his middle infielders away. And just a 1v1 conference out on the mound as Hepner challenging Clariakaitis. Nobody warming up in the Holy Trinity bullpen. And so because of that, Clariakaitis given a little bit more rope. As Katzman looks to keep the line moving for Chaminade. The bunt pulled back. Strike called, 1-1. Saw yesterday for Chaminade a few times where they would pull back the bunt to do the old Butcher Boy play and almost had it. That's driven in the air deep left field. That's going to chase back Atkinson, track wall, and there it goes. It's a 2-run home run for Aiden Katzman. And the Flyers offense continues to soar. They lead it 5-0 in the second. Katzman jumped all over that pitch and sent it into orbit. The Flyers cruising early on in the NSCHSAA playoffs.
Now batting for the Flyers, the right fielder, number 1, Evan Bochnagel.
Well, second time that Chaminades may meet, my word. Station to station. Katzman said, I'm just going to hit this to the trees and left. 5 runs on 4 hits for Chaminade and only 1 out in the second. And the sweeper bends outside for ball 1. Count 1-1. As Clariakaitis back to work against Bochnagel, and he lines this into left field. That's a base hit. The hits keep on coming for Chaminade. They're seeing the ball well. You can see why they're one of the best teams in the region as they continue to see the ball well against Clariakaitis. And this brings up Matt Dieguez, and that'll bring out Dan Luisi. Bochnagel now 2 for 2. Single to center and a single to left. And we'll get a new pitcher for Holy Trinity as well as Tyler Cook comes out. And we'll see who goes to the mound. And while we get that all sorted out, Varsity Media offers college recruiting videos for you. And what we can do is we offer custom editing effects to help you stand out from the rest of the competition. You get the choice of music. I'll give you the link for the college coaches. And why do this? Well, it helps save you money because you're getting a scholarship to the school of your choice. It helps you land a spot on the team. Contact us now, 516-403-2050, or email Jeff Turchin at jeff@varsitymedia.net. And you mention this ad, John Perez, you get 10% off the ad. Take a quick break. New pitcher for Holy Trinity is Sean Atkinson when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Looking for an elite travel team right here in Nassau County? Then look no further than Long Island Elite. Perks include field access for practice, local and regional events including PBR and Perfect Game, facility use, winter workouts, all under one roof at Common Sense Baseball. Sign up today by texting 516-900-2479 or email longislandelitebaseball@gmail.com. Common Sense Baseball is the premier baseball facility on Long Island. Located in Westbury, CSB offers private or group training lessons on top of cage rentals for your team, baseball or softball, as well as summer camps and college recruitment videos. Visit them today at 75D Rushmore Street in Westbury or online at Common Sense Baseball on Instagram or on commonsensebaseball.com.
New pitcher for Holy Trinity is Sean Atkinson, the left fielder, as Tyler Cook goes out to left field, and the first pitch is hammered into the ground by Matt Dieguez, 0-1. Tough day for Gabe Clariakaitis, giving up 5 runs on 5 hits. He's responsible for the runner at first base, and Evan Boschnagel walked 2 batters and struck out 2. And a quick throw over to first as Boschnagel dives back safely. Aiden Katzman jumping on a high fastball and sending it over the fence in left field for a 2-run home run to extend Chaminade's lead from 3-5. Driven foul down the left field line. And Atkinson ahead in the count, 0-2. Atkinson, the high set, and drives a curveball into the dirt, 1-2. Atkinson seen as one of the better athletes on this Holy Trinity team. Called up from JV a year ago, a shortstop. But has a rubber arm, has a feel for the strike zone, and Dan Luisi calling upon him to keep this a 5-0 game. Here's the pitch. Hit in the hole, and that's through for a base hit. Third straight hit for Chaminade as Matt Dieguez is now 2 for 2. Boschnagel pulls into second as the Flyers have runners on first and second with 1 out for Mike Cervoni.
Now batting for the Flyers, third baseman number 13, Michael Cervoni.
Cervoni walked and came around to score his last time up. Part of the 2 RBI single by Matt Brand. Checks of the runners and a curveball in the dirt. Both runners go. Throw down to third, not in time. Hepner came up throwing. Boschnagel slid in ahead of the tag. And now Chaminade has runners on the corners as we take another look. Boschnagel, good job reading the pitch in the dirt and takes an extra 90 feet. Dieguez, however, did not. And Luisi will play with the corners up. Holy Trinity already trailing 5-0, and Chaminade pitching staff just continues to cruise as that pitch rides tight, 1-0, or 2-0. Two-0 pitch. That skied out to left field. That can go off the wall, high off the wall. Mike Cervoni with an extra base hit as that pushes a run across. Boschnagel in to score, an RBI double for Mike Cervoni, 6-0 Flyers.
Now batting for the Flyers, center fielder number 5, Michael Sweeney.
That ball was tattooed. And what a start for Chaminade. 3 runs in the first, 3 runs now in the second. As this brings up Mike Sweeney. And Holy Trinity will bring their infield in. And the first pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. Sweeney walked and was stranded at third. Last inning, 0-1 in the dirt, but a swing and a miss, and the count 0-2. So Holy Trinity with some action stirring in their bullpen. Brings the infield in, tries to keep it a 6-0 game. And that's up and in. And that tags Sweeney. And Chaminade will have the bases loaded as Sweeney, good to see him doing okay, will load the bases.
Now batting for the Flyers, the first baseman, number 18, Matthew Brand.
And now Hefner back out to the mound to talk to Atkinson. And perhaps as well just to extend some time for the Holy Trinity bullpen, as that's Justin Kohlmeyer, the senior lefty. And if you're waiting for a lefty to face, this would be the guy to go after. With Kohlmeyer, the southpaw, still warming up. With the righty Atkinson. Gets a first pitch foul ball on the count 0-1. As Hefner goes back out there and calms down Atkinson. Trying to get any outs that he can. Brand had the 2 RBI single to center his last time up. It's a good attempt by Nico Quiros out in center field. Made a dive, couldn't haul it in. Chaminade was able to push 2 more across. They've pushed 4 since. Or 3 since, excuse me, as the curveball bends outside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases full of Flyers. 6-0 Chaminade lead, and that pitch is outside. 2-1. Brandt, the 8th batter to the plate for the 2nd straight inning for Chaminade. Comes a 2-1. That's outside. Ball 3. Well, nowhere to put Brandt. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. That'll push a run across. As Dieguez comes in to score. Cervoni over to third. Sweeney up to second. Brandt on at first. It's now 7-0 Chaminade in the 2nd inning. So here's Joe Chanis. Flew out to right his last time up. Corners come in for Holy Trinity in the first pitch. Driven to right center field. Quiros ranging over, makes the catch, tagging at third, and heading home is Cervoni. He will score. It's a sacrifice fly for Joe Chanis. 8-0 Flyers. They've put 5 runs across in the 2nd inning. Sweeney was able to take third base. Brandt stood at first. And here's Tom Chanis, strikeout victim his last time up. Well, Chaminade's offense certainly waking up in a big way today. That's ripped down the left field line, and that'll be an extra base hit. Tom Chanis with a screamer down the left field line. It's an RBI single as Michael Sweeney comes in to score. 9-0 Flyers. They've batted around in the bottom of the 2nd inning in the NSCHSAA playoffs. So the courtesy runner now for Chaminade
Running for the Flyers, number 11, Peter Beagle.
is Peter Beadle, who's got good speed. Here's Sweeney, who walked and came around to score earlier in the inning. A one pitch, slapped foul off to the right side.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, can you please
And the count,
return
0-2.
foul balls to either dugout? Thank you.
Sweeney came around to score on the 2-run home run by Aiden Katzman. As Chaminade is teed off in the inning. Holy Trinity a strike away from getting out of it, and Atkinson steps off and will get a new sign. Oh-2 on the inside corner, strike 3 called, but Chaminade bats around and pushes 6 runs across in the second inning to take a 9-0 lead here at Farmingdale State. You're watching the NSCHSAA playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Show up at the games, make sure we're present, work with great players and great families. That's the most important piece of this whole operation. And then, be good evaluators, tell families the truth, and then find them a fit at the college level and make sure that we're always open and available for communication. And at the end of the day, we want to simplify and maximize the recruiting process for each of our players.
Common Sense Baseball is the place to take your game to the next level. With a 10,000 square foot facility fully equipped with 3 high-speed hack attack machines and Rapsodo technology, Common Sense Baseball will help sharpen your 5 tools. Send them a DM on Instagram or contact them online at commonsensebaseball.com to start your private or team training session today.
Chaminade fans, trust me, they were happier before. Now in between innings, of course, everybody goes back to the phone. But excited to see their team with a 9-0 lead as we go to the top of the 3rd inning here at Farmingdale State. It's the 2023 NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs, as Holy Trinity already had their work cut out for them against a red-hot Flyers pitching staff, and now with their backs against the wall, will have to chip away. And only 5 more innings to play as Nico Quiros will step up to the plate. The center fielder will lead things off for Holy Trinity in the road half of the 3rd inning. Quiros, the senior, and Thomas Jefferson commit. Takes a fastball low for ball 1 by Liam Daly, who was sitting in the dugout for presumably a half hour, trying to keep himself warm and occupied. He'll take a 9-run lead, but either way, might have to shake off some rust. Skied in the air out to left. Katzman drifting back, still going back, and makes the catch. 3rd putout of the day for Katzman, as Daly's retired the first 7 of the evening.
Number 16, Sean Atkinson.
So here's Atkinson, didn't bat yesterday. Was the left fielder for the Titans. Hits it up the middle. Dieguez is there. Slings over to first. And 2 away to begin the 3rd.
Now batting for the Titans is second baseman, number 9, Sean Maddie.
So 2 up, 2 down, and this brings up Sean Maddie. Maddie, the second baseman for the Titans. Ground out and a strikeout in 2 at-bats yesterday. And a sweeper bends low for ball 1. Maddie will also be playing college baseball right here in the Skyline Conference, although at Old Westbury, the future Panther. Very competitive Skyline Conference this year. St. Joe's Long Island, the only team representing the Skyline Conference. Pitch. That's hammered foul behind the plate and just over the seats towards the adjacent parking lot. One of the cool things about Farmingdale State, and at least the layout, and I wish more universities would do this, is that their parking lot to the baseball softball field is so far away, so you don't really have the danger of a foul ball. And if you do have a ball hit your car wherever it is, then give credit to the batter because it's a shot. Here comes the 1-2. Tapped on the ground to second. Joe Chanis flips to first. 9 up, 9 down to begin the day for Liam Daly. 2.5 in the books, 9-0 Chaminade in the NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
For me, it starts before they ever sign up with us. Player evaluation is at the heart of everything that we do. So we're going to evaluate players. We're going to make sure, number one, that they're a fit for CSA. Number two, that we have a philosophical agreement as far as how we see the recruiting process playing out. We have guys who have aspirations of playing at the Division I level, but we're going to make sure that we're really realistic and that we understand Division II and Division III are tremendous programs, and we're all on the same page about where we think that player fits at the college level. From there, obviously they come on board and we really individualize it. At the end of the day, everybody's timing is going to be different, certainly based on the type of schools that are going to recruit them, but also, given their grad year and the skill set. So we're going to make sure that we have a really good plan in place.
Back here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, it's the bottom of the third inning. Chaminade with a 9-0 lead as their bats have come to play in the first 2 innings. Aiden Katzman, who started off the scoring in the second inning, smashing a 2-run home run to left, leads things off for Chaminade. And Katzman crushing a long home run to left field off of Gabe Clarikaitis. Who started off this game for Holy Trinity, went an inning and a third, gave up 6 runs on 5 hits, walked 2, and struck out 2. Atkinson in on relief. And pumps a fastball in there for strike 1, 1-1. Katzman, an interesting story for Chaminade. Of course, they had north of 50 players try out for the team last year and had to make a huge amount of cuts. And Katzman, of course, making the team and really getting his spot due to the injuries around the team, and played really well last year, was given a starting position this year by Pienkos and has really run with it. And it also helps your case when you're able to go deep in the playoffs. Ahead in the count, 3-1, infield, outfield, straight up the pitch. On the outside corner for a strike, and the count is full. Sean Atkinson tasked with mop-up duty today for Holy Trinity and trying to keep Chaminade off the board for the first time this evening. High set, here's the payoff pitch. Popped up, shallow left. First opportunity for Tyler Cook, and he handles it flawlessly for out number 1.
Now batting for the Flyers, right fielder number 1, Evan Boschnagel.
So that brings up Evan Boschnagel, who's 2 for 2 on the day. And if you really want a That's Baseball Susan moment, you see the score, it's 9-0 Chaminade. Holy Trinity has gotten the leadoff batter out in every inning. So who knows what that'll lead to and what the indication will be for this inning as the sweeper misses outside to Evan Boschnagel, 1-0. Boschnagel, like we mentioned, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs in 17 games in the regular season. Hits it in the gap, and one hops it to the left fielder, Tyler Cook, as Boschnagel now 3 for 3 as he hits a frozen rope to left. And Chaminade with a 1-out base runner for Matt Dieguez. Dieguez having himself a day as well. An RBI double and a single in 2 at-bats. Came around to score twice. As Atkinson delivers low for ball 1. Dieguez and Cervoni, the second and third batters of the inning, as the throw goes over to first. Be hard-pressed to believe that Pienkos would have his runners going. Up 9-0. Pienkos has been at the helm for 4+ decades for Chaminade, and while he's adapted over the years and has led to a lot of success, of course, baseball being the #1 sport with the unwritten rules, and you don't want to obviously show up your opponent, and even though it's the playoffs, up 9-0 and in control. This could be a double play ball. Del Vecchio to second for 1. Matty the turn, a double play. A 6-4-3 double play as Chaminade is blanked for the first time this evening in the third. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. 3 innings in the books. 9-0 Chaminade on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
For me, it starts before they ever sign up with us. Player evaluation is at the heart of everything that we do. So we're going to evaluate players. We're going to make sure, number one, that they're a fit for CSA. Number two, that we have a philosophical agreement as far as how we see the recruiting process playing out. We have guys who have aspirations of playing at the Division I level, but we're going to make sure that we're really realistic and that we understand Division II and Division III are tremendous programs, and we're all on the same page about where we think that player fits at the college level. From there, obviously they come on board and we really individualize it. At the end of the day, everybody's timing is going to be different, certainly based on the type of schools that are going to recruit them, but also, given their grad year and the skill set. So we're going to make sure that we have a really good plan in place.
Liam Daly back out on the mound for Chaminade. 3 hitless innings thus far, as Chaminade has now retired 23 straight batters, dipping into last game. Of course, a combined no-hitter between the 2 Chaminade pitchers in John Carroll and James D'Alessandro. It was very interesting to see the reaction when Pienkos came out of the dugout to lift his starter in Carroll. And of course, like we mentioned, Carroll only 7 innings coming into the game, so he was already almost at his quota in the 1 game that he was for the year. But, of course, while it would have been cool to see him finish off the no-hitter, as Liam Daly deals high to Nick Del Vecchio, who's 0 for 1 on the day, ball 1. You have to remember, you're pitching in the playoffs and playing to win. And with the 3 and 4 hitters due up, Pienkos pulled a starter. And, of course, it helps when you've got D'Alessandro, who's got 7 saves on the season, to come out of the bullpen and lock down the final 2 outs. Infield, outfield, straight up. A 9-0 lead for Chaminade. Here's the pitch. That's low. 3 balls and no strikes. I've seen that recently, too, at the major league level. 3-0 pitch. Right down Broadway for a strike, 3-1. Of course, I remember when Pedro Martinez, when he was on the Montreal Expos, kids looked that team up. Took a no-hitter into the 10th inning. Hit in the air out to left field. Drifting back is Katzman. He's under it. Makes the catch with the shades. 10 up, 10 down to start the day for Liam Daly, and that'll bring up Tyler Cook.
Now batting for the Titans, the left fielder, number 2, Tyler Cook. We now have a flyout in left field in the last 3 balls.
So Aiden Katzman now with his 4th putout of the day. And has a putout in every single inning thus far. Comes the 1-0. That's downstairs, 2-0. Cook flew out to center his last time up. That's Michael Sweeney out there. Nothing's been hit out to Boschnagel and right. Second straight batter that Daly's behind, 2-0, but he pumps in a strike, and it's 2-1. Delvecchio had one of the top plays yesterday, too, by taking second base and then diving into third base using the swim move to steal an extra base. Takes a curveball on the outer half, and the count is even at 2-2. That led to the first and only run for Tyler Cook. Stands at the plate and takes low. Count 3-2. Infield, outfield, straight up. And here comes the payoff pitch. Chopped on the ground to third. Charging is Cervoni. Fires across the diamond to retire Cook for the second out of the 4th. It's really been a pleasure to watch the middle infield and even Cervoni field their positions. Of course, on a turf field, you get the true hop, so it's easier, but the athleticism that you've seen from Dieguez, from Chanis and Cervoni, especially coming in on balls, as their starters really haven't allowed hard contact. Do a good job throwing on the run. Here's Kyle Kozlowski, struck out looking in his first at-bat. One of 2 Daly strikeouts. Floated foul off to the right side, 1-1. Daly getting the sign that he wants. 1-1. Blows a fastball by him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Daly a strike away from throwing up another goose egg for Chaminade. 1-2 coming. And he does so. Got him swinging. Ball squirts away. Chanis fires to first to complete the strikeout. And the inning is over. 4 no-hit innings for Liam Daly. 9-0 Chaminade as we go to the bottom of the 4th in the NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Common Sense Baseball is the premier baseball facility on Long Island. Located in Westbury, CSB offers private or group training lessons on top of cage rentals for your team, baseball or softball, as well as summer camps and college recruitment videos. Visit them today at 75D Rushmore Street in Westbury or online at Common Sense Baseball on Instagram or on commonsensebaseball.com. Be a part of the premier travel baseball program in Nassau County by joining Long Island Elite Travel Teams. Elite Baseball offers a reliable organizational structure with tiers of teams between 11 and 17 years old. Elite Baseball provides experienced and knowledgeable coaches that help players grow in a competitive, fair, and respectful environment. To sign up, text the number below at 516-900-2479 or email longislandelitebaseball@gmail.com.
Take a look at that as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 9 runs, 9 hits, as Chaminade has all of the runs and the hits, And, of course, something special brewing for the Flyers pitcher. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 5-6-7 due up for Chaminade. It's Mike Cervoni, who cracked an RBI double high off the wall and left his last time up. Came around to score on the 2 RBI single after walking in his first at-bat, and he takes up and in 1-0. Cervoni, Mike Sweeney, Matt Brandt due up in the order for Chaminade. Comes the 1-0. Tagged on the ground to third. Velasquez is up with it. Whips it across the diamond for out number 1. Fourth straight inning that Holy Trinity has retired the leadoff hitter. As this brings up Mike Sweeney. A walk and a hit by pitch in 2 plate appearances. No official at-bats. And the first pitch a little high and in for ball 1. Second full inning of work for Atkinson. As this is chopped foul towards the Chaminade dugout on the left side, 1-1. If the score holds, Chaminade would move on to the championship series next Monday at Hofstra, where they would await to find the winner of either Kellenberg, St. Dom's, St. Anthony's, and Holy Trinity. Off the glove of Kozlowski as Delvecchio with the low throw. It will be an E6, and Chaminade has a 1-out base runner. Second error of the day for Holy Trinity.
The first baseman, number 18, Matthew Brandt.
And this brings up Matt Brandt. Brandt, a 2 RBI single to center field in his first at-bat. Walked his last time up. That pitch misses outside, 1-0. Sweeney with good speed off of first, but like we mentioned last inning, don't expect Chaminade to steal any bases. Up 9-0. That pitch lasers low, 2-0. Atkinson able to induce a double play to end the last inning, a 6-4-3 completion. Would love to spin another one as he pours in a strike and gets ready for the 2-1. Coming up after this, Kellenberg takes on St. Dom's. That ball is floated out of play. And the first time today that there is no public address announcement for fans to return the foul balls, which has been something that both PA announcers have done over the last 2 days. John Santa Maria yesterday was on top of every single one, and Father Pat McCormick taking his sabbatical in the bottom of the 4th. Of course, much might have to do with Father Pat watching his alma mater going through a tough one here. But of course, he's very neutral when it comes to scoring. Runner goes, and the hit and run is on as it's fouled right back to the screen and the count is full. I'm just wondering how fans will know what to do with that loose baseball when they see it outside of the bathroom, or if they're getting a drink of water at the water fountain. Another throw over to first. One last thing on Father Pat, too. A walk-on player on the Holy Trinity football team was asked to walk off. Hit on the ground at first. Kozlowski, high throw into left field. And second straight error for the Titans. Sweeney pulls in at second, Brandt on at first. And now Chaminade with 2 base runners on and 1 out for the number 8 hitter, Joe Chanis. And now Hepner, the catcher, going out there to calm down his pitcher and Hepner's shown a lot of leadership skills behind the plate, trying to calm down both Klariakaitis and Atkinson, and could be tough for a pitcher too. You get the contact on ground balls that you feel should be made by your infielders, and you could lose a little focus and leave one over the plate. And Chanis, who has some power, can make you pay. And Hepner doing a good job of just going out there, slowing down the speed, and giving Atkinson a breather as he throws a first pitch curveball low, 1-0. Sweeney off of second, Brandt off of first. 9-0 Chaminade looking for more. That pitch inside. As Chanis has to sashay out of the way. And the count 2-0. Shackler runner at second. Here's a 2-0. Hit on the ground and in the hole for a base hit past the diving Velasquez. Everybody moves up a base. It's a single for Chanis, his first hit of the day. And now the bases are loaded for Chaminade for Thomas Chanis.
Now batting for the Flyers, the catcher, number 22, Thomas Chanis.
As Dan Luisi will go out to the mound. And we'll see if this is the end of the line for Atkinson. As Luisi calling out Chiz in right field, and we'll see some movement as well. And with that, we'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see a region that lives, feels, and pulses with energy. But before it all, we see you, because it's your lives that breathe life into this island. At Catholic Health, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
New pitcher for Holy Trinity is Ryan Chiz on the Varsity Media Sports Network, as of course, join our team as well. Let Varsity Media help promote your business at affordable rates, customizable packages to fit any budget, and we'll help you grow your brand through our sportscast. Previous advertisers include Bethpage Federal Union, as well as Moe's Southwest Grill. You can see everything there. We'd like to thank our title sponsor as well, Catholic Health, Common Sense Baseball, and, of course, CSA as well. And, of course, College Sports Advisors is a full-time baseball advisory service focusing on the specific needs of players to ensure them to get the best college baseball opportunity. From the initial assessment of your skills to curating your target college list, we help you work with you every step of the way. Our strong track record with college coaches stems from our ability to assess talent and determine an appropriate level of play for each student athlete. Our service is all-encompassing, and most importantly, we devise a strategy for a unique experience for each player to achieve success and ultimately find the fit for their future. Ryan Chiz, the new pitcher for Holy Trinity, misses outside, and the count is 1-0 to Tom Chanis. Sweeney the runner at third, Brand at second, Chanis over at first, as that foul tipped off the glove of Hepner. And the count is 1-1. Sean Atkinson, who came on for mop-up duty, goes out to right field after getting 3 ground balls, but 2 errors by the Holy Trinity defense. And has put the Titans in another hot spot. 1-1 coming. And misses outside, 2-1. Chanis ripped an RBI single to left field his last time up. He's 1 for 2. That pitch misses inside, 3-1. Nowhere to put Tom Chanis. Here's a 3-1 on the outside corner, and the count is full. Chiz with the payoff pitch. Poked into center field. It's down for a base hit. Sweeney coming in to score. The throw is cut off. It's an RBI single for Tom Chanis. He's driven in 2 today as he picks up his second hit. He's 2 for 3. 10-0 Chaminade, bottom of the 4th inning in the NSCHSAA playoffs.
Now batting for the Flyers, designated hitter number 7, Sean Sweeney.
So Chanis getting contact off the end of the bat, floats it into center field, and this will roll over the lineup for Sean Sweeney. Skies the first pitch foul off to the left side. Velasquez and Hepner give chase, and the ball drops in front of Velasquez for strike 1. Would have been a tough play for Velasquez, was right in front of the Chaminade dugout. Wasn't sure if the ball was going to get over or not, and took a stab at it, but good effort, just couldn't get it to go. As here's Sweeney. Couple of strikeouts and a walk came around to score. 3 runs in the first, 6 in the second, and now 1 run home in the 4th. And a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2. Corners pinch up against Sweeney as that pitch is up and in for a little chin music, 2-2. Next game after this will be St. Dom's and Kellenberg. Driven out to right center field. This should get a run home. Multiple runs home as it gets over the head of Quiros, and this can clear the bases. Brandt comes in to score. Chanis right behind him. They're going to wave in Tom Chanis. The throw goes to third. It's a bases clearing RBI triple for Sean Sweeney, and Chaminade goes up 13-0 in the 4th. Pitch is inside. First pitch to Aiden Katzman, who socked a 2-run homer to left field in the 2nd inning. 1-0 pitch, tagged into left field. That's a base hit. And Chaminade goes up by a couple of touchdowns as Sweeney comes in to score. An RBI single for Aiden Katzman. He's driven in 3, 14-0 Flyers.
Now batting for the Flyers, right fielder number 1, Evan Boschnagel.
And here's Evan Boschnagel, 3 for 3 on the day. All singles, a couple to left field and 1 to center. Takes a good cut at a fastball, fouls it back to the screen, 0-1. Boschnagel spoils this foul off to the right side. And ahead in the count is Ryan Chiz. Book now closed on Atkinson. Here's the 0-2. Hit Atkinson's way in right field. He makes the catch on the run. And Boschnagel's retired for the first time today. 2 down in the 4th.
Now batting for the Flyers, the shortstop number 2, Matt Dieguez.
here comes Dan Luisi out to the mound. And looks like we'll get a new pitcher as well. It'll be the senior Justin Kohlmeyer who will go out the lefty. Try and keep Chaminade at bay. And we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll introduce the new pitcher for Holy Trinity.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Back here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, Justin Kohlmeyer, the senior southpaw, on the mound to try and close out Chaminade in the fourth inning as the Flyers lead at 14-0. And of course, bring your game to life with Varsity Media Sportscast, coming with announcers, instant replays, multiple camera angles, and graphics, which is great for rivalry games, senior day, and general promotion of your team. So for all you out there in our DMs saying, why aren't you covering this place? Why aren't you covering that place? Why aren't we getting any love? Well, contact your booster club and contact your athletic directors and say, hey, we want Varsity Media. We're seeing what these other schools are getting. We deserve all the shine as well. To book a sportscast, you can contact us on social media at Varsity Media is the handle, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or give us a call at 516-403-2050 or visit varsitymedia.net. So Kohlmeyer, the fourth pitcher of the evening for Holy Trinity. As Ryan Chiz has come on and given up a single, a triple, another single, and then a flyout. And he's responsible for two of those runs, and of course the runner at first. Second pitch to Matt Dieguez. Hits the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Dieguez had an RBI double and a single in his first two at-bats, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Double play here would get Titans out of the jam. Socked into center field. Quiros coming on, has to play it on a hop. The throw to second behind the runner, but Cat's been able to get back in time as Dieguez picks up his third hit of the day. As we take another look, good try by Quiros, who was playing a little back and fell in front of him.
Now batting for the Flyers, third baseman number 13, Michael Cervoni.
Second time in 4 innings as Chaminade is bat around. And Anthony Figueroa now the pinch hitter for Chaminade. Takes up and in, and the base is loaded again. So how about that? You're coming in off the bench cold. Figueroa gets plunked in the shoulder. So here's Michael Sweeney. And there's a wave and a miss at a first pitch fastball. Count 0-1. Kohlmeyer from the belt, delivers outside, and the count 1-1. Well, should the score stay the way that it is, Holy Trinity would go on to play later in the week. This is socked in the air down the left field line. Does it have the distance? It doesn't, and it's a foul ball. Mike Sweeney making a bid for an extra base hit, but it lands just left of the line, as we'll take another look. And that's a tough one there. Maybe we could see that again, if you don't mind. It was a close one. As we're looking down the left field line. That's a fair ball. That was a fair ball. Kicked up right of the line. But now the two umpires will get together. You would think Pienko's asking for it. And now here comes the fun part. Do you overturn it? If you do, where do you put the runners? And what happens there as Pienko's, and we take another look. And that landed fair. But that'll keep it 14-0. In the meanwhile, as Sweeney now will just have to straighten it out. Now just remember, these umpires don't have access to instant replay, and they just have to go based on what they see, and they saw it foul. Comes a 1-2 pitch. That's outside, 2-2. Kohlmeyer from the belt. Here's a 2-2. That is a fair ball. Lifted out to left. Cook ranging over, makes the catch. And the inning is over. But Chaminade puts 5 more runs on the board and takes a 14-0 lead to the 5th. You're watching the 2023 NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see a region that lives, feels, and pulses with energy. But before it all, we see you, because it's your lives that breathe life into this island. At Catholic Health, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Top of the 5th inning, 14-0 Chaminade, as Anthony Figueroa, who was hit by a pitch, stays on to play third base for the Flyers. And Liam Daly back out on the mound as Chaminade and their pitching staff continue to dazzle. Daly has faced the minimum through 4. So he's hurled 4 hitless innings, and now that's 11 hitless innings for the Chaminade pitching staff, as they'll deal to Andrew Hepner. It'll be Hepner, Velasquez, and Sizz due up for the Titans. Pete Beazle comes on as well to play first base for Chaminade. He was the courtesy runner for Tom Chanis earlier in the game. And you'd have to imagine that Pienko's eventually will start to empty the bench. And with a 14-0 lead and some action in the Chaminade bullpen, that this might just be how long that Daly has the no-hitter going. And should he continue, Pienko's might just continue to extend him. And there you see a couple of Flyers warming up as well. On the left is John Murray. He's wearing number 9, and Matt Korologos is on the right side for the Flyers. And here's Andrew Hepner, flew out to left field his first time up. With the wind blowing out towards left, the first pitch of the 5th inning is a fastball outside for ball 1. Infield, outfield straight up as Daly has poured in strikes to begin his day and blows a fastball by Hepner. Daly likes to work at his own pace and quickly, but misses outside, and the count is 3-1. From the belt, winds and fires. There's a swing and a miss, and the count 3-2. Daly getting the sign that he wants. Payoff pitch. Slapped foul off to the right side. And we'll do it again. Third baseman Figueroa playing back and off the line as Daly looks to get the first out of the fifth. The pitch. Sprayed foul off to the right side again as it'll go out of play. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs. 14-0 Chaminade. Chopper foul off the foot of Hepner. And we'll do it again. We mentioned Murphy with the spotless ERA. Really putting it on full display in this one. That's up and in, and the first base runner of the game for Holy Trinity. It's a leadoff walk to begin the 5th inning, and that'll bring up Sebastian Velasquez.
Now batting for the Titans, third baseman number 23, Sebastian Velasquez.
Velasquez a fly out to left field his last time up. Takes high and tight for ball 1. Chaminade looking for the double play, and now Daly misses high again with the curveball. First time out of the stretch for Daly. That's tattooed foul down the left field line. Do it again. Chaminade, the defending champs in the league after beating Kellenberg in 3 games last year. Kellenberg took that first game at Hofstra. Chaminade followed it up and then took game 3 the following day. Scorching hot day at Hofstra. Tuesday afternoon after Memorial Day. 2-1. Upstairs again. And the count 3-1 as Daly starting to lose the strike zone. You'd have to think with Piancos watching this and a 14-run cushion, this could be the end of the line for Daly if he can't get Velasquez. Has some double barrel action in his bullpen. And time being called at the plate again. Three one coming. High, ball 4. So back-to-back walks to begin the 5th. As Hepner moves up to second, Velasquez on at first. Pienko's pacing outside of the dugout.
Pitch hitting for the Titans, number 21, Andrew Sinclair.
As Andrew Sinclair will be the pinch hitter for Ryan Chiz. So Sinclair with runners on first and second and nobody out. Went 0 for 2 yesterday against St. Anthony's. And Holy Trinity's 1-0 victory over the Friars. And now the pitching coach comes out for Chaminade to talk it over with his team. And just try and calm down Daly, who's been missing high. And just wants to slow it down, have them throw strikes, and not have them worry about what the scoreboard says. Just get outs and enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, knowing that you'll be in the final. Not sure he said it in that many words, or if he even mentioned Friday. But so the pep talk concludes. And now Sinclair back at the plate. Ahead in the count 1-0. Hepner the runner at second. Velasquez off of first. 14-0 lead for Chaminade. And a good first pitch fastball on the outer half. Count 1-1. Chaminade will love a double play here as that pitch misses high again. Count 2-1. High set, 2-1 pitch. Just inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one coming. Good rip at a fastball by Sinclair, who has a lot of power in that bat. Saw that power on display for Sinclair in the opening round against Kellenberg as he took Andrew Koshy deep to right field. Koshy will get the start for the Firebirds, the Wake Forest commit. Pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. Both runners move up 90 feet. And as the bases are loaded, 3 straight walks to begin the 5th inning for Liam Daly, and this will bring up Nico Quiros.
Now batting for the Titans, the center fielder, number 29, Nico Quiros.
So Daly, who has had control for the first 4 innings, running into a wall in the 5th inning. And just trying to get any outs that he can. A 1 in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Infield, outfield, straight up. 1-1 low again. 2 balls and 1 strike. One pitch. That's outside for ball 3. So the Flyers in danger of giving up their first run, and Daly will call out his catcher in Chanis. We want to make sure that Daly and Chanis are on the same page and get any outs that they can. Ball put in play. They'd gladly give up a run for 2 outs. The 3-1 pitch. Lined up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Andrew Hepner in to score. Velasquez being held at third. The throw is cut off by Bezo. First hit of the day for Holy Trinity. They score their first run. An RBI single by Nico Quiros. And that makes it 14-1, and out comes Mike Pienkos. Tried to squeeze Daly for all that he can, and Daly not able to get out of the inning. And with that, we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. Bases full of Titans when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Giacomo Travaglia is the new pitcher for Chaminade, and while he gets ready, we should let you know that this is an opportunity to join our team and let Varsity Media help promote your businesses. With affordable rates, customizable packages to fit any budget, we'll help you grow your brand through our sportscast. We'd like to thank our sponsors today, Catholic Health, as well as Common Sense Baseball, Long Island Elite Baseball, and the College Sports Advisors. To be a sponsor, be sure to reach out on social media, as well as the number below, 516-403-2050, or email Ben Turchin, ben@varsitymedia.net. Giacomo Travaglia, the new hurler for Chaminade, as Pienkos saying that Travaglia has been fantastic at the pen this year. 2 wins, 3 losses in 28 1/3 innings of work. He's got a 2.97 ERA. But with a 13-run cushion, just looking to get 9 more outs and pitch Chaminade to the final, where they can face any number of opponents, whether it be Kellenberg or St. Dominic's. That's coming up next at 7 o'clock. Could be Holy Trinity as well, or St. Anthony's, the top seed in the Catholic League. It was a very top-heavy but close standings-wise for the Catholic League this year. The top 5 spots separated by a game and a half. And it was St. Anthony's earning the top spot, but losing to this Holy Trinity team a year ago. As the batter for Holy Trinity is Justin Kohlmeyer, the pitcher for the Titans, making his first at-bat of the game. Comes on with the bases loaded and takes a first pitch fastball in the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Kohlmeyer an opportunity to help his own cause, and waves and misses at a fastball in the outer half. And the count 0-2. So Liam Daly, 4+ innings, has only allowed 1 hit, 1 run as of now, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. He's responsible for the runners on base. Kohlmeyer choking up on the bat and the pitch. That bends outside. And Kohlmeyer taking a moment, try and calm down the pace of Travaglia. 1-2 coming. Just outside. Count 2-2. Velasquez off of third, Sinclair off of second, Quiroz off of first. 2-2 pitch. That sweeps low and the count is full. Nowhere to put Kohlmeyer as he sprays his foul off to the right side. Holy Trinity supporter section, of course, trying to rally their pitcher and try and get themselves back in this game. And time called at the plate. Sure if the umpire needs baseballs or not. We saw a few foul balls go out of play over the last few innings. Three-two pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Fourth walk of the inning as Velasquez comes in to score. Kohlmeyer with the RBI walk. And that makes it 14-2. As Kohlmeyer will be lifted for the courtesy runner. And coming out for Holy Trinity is Gabriel Rodriguez.
Pitch running for Holy Trinity is number 11, Gabriel Rodriguez.
Rodriguez with good speed off of first. And a first pitch fastball taken at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Well, Chaminade's pitching staff has been elite. Coming into this inning, it's been anything but. Control issues have certainly reared their ugly heads towards Chaminade. As Maddie, 0 for 1 on the day, looks to keep it going for Holy Trinity. Takes a fastball on the outside corner. It's 1-2. Infield in double play depth. They'll concede the run to get 2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to first. Beazle takes it to the bag for 1. Throw down to second, not in time. A run scores as Sinclair crosses the plate. Rodriguez goes over to second, and Maddie erased as take another look. And the throw to the left side. That's driven down the right field line, giving Chase Boschnagel. He won't get there as it falls in front of him. Quiros comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Nick Delvecchio. And the Titans' bats coming alive. They put 4 runs across in the inning. And that makes it 14-4. Good piece of hitting by Delvecchio, who didn't waste any time. Served it into right field. And keeps the line moving for Holy Trinity as this brings up Tyler Cook. First pitch, that's laced into right field for a base hit. Tyler Cook keeps things going. He picks up his second RBI of the postseason. A little dunker into right field as Maddie comes in to score, and that makes it 14-5. Well, Piancos doesn't really want to dive into any more pitchers if he doesn't have to. But he's got Antonio Tefano warming up in the bullpen. Ninth batter to the plate is Kyle Kozlowski. Takes a curveball on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. 3 straight walks, an RBI single, then a bases loaded walk. Fielder's choice, and then back-to-back RBI singles to right for the Titans. Here's the 0-1. Cut on and missed, 0-2. Kozlowski, 2 strikeouts and 2 at-bats thus far. As the wind starts to blow out to right. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's low, ball 1. Check of the runner at second. Not once, but twice. 1-2 pitch. Just outside. On the outside corner, strike three call. Delayed strike call by the home plate umpire. First strikeout for Travaglia. And there's two gone in the fifth. Andrew Hepner steps up to the plate. He had a leadoff walk earlier in this inning. Now the 10th batter to step up to the plate for Holy Trinity. They've pushed 5 runs across. But still have their work cut out for them, down 9. And Travaglia and Chanis not on the same page. One out. Outside, 2-0. That's high, 3 straight out of the zone to begin the at-bat to Hepner. Looking for his second walk of the inning, and that would load the bases for Sebastian Velasquez. Right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the pitch. Into center field for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Del Vecchio. He scores. An RBI single for Andrew Hepner. And the Titans are not done yet. That makes it 14-6. And out comes Mike Piancos. Well, you knew that Holy Trinity would wake up eventually. Still down 8 runs. As Piancos will take the ball from his reliever, Travaglia. And that'll bring on Antonio Tufano. And we'll take a break.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see a region that lives, feels, and pulses with energy. But before it all, we see you, because it's your lives that breathe life into this island. At Catholic Health, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
New pitcher for Chaminade is Antonio Tufano. As it's a relatively new ball game, Chaminade leads it 14-6. And of course, bring your game to life with Varsity Media Sportscast, coming with announcers, instant replay, multiple camera angles, graphics, as well, and much more. Great for rivalry games, senior day, or general promotion of your team. You can reach out on social media at Varsity Media on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as giving us a call at the number below, 516-403-2050, or visit varsitymedia.net. So Tufano, the southpaw for the Flyers, was the key cog out of the bullpen last year, had 5 saves, and continues to throw strikes out of the pen for Mike Piancos, who is looking for any way to put out the fire. As Holy Trinity has sent 10 batters to the plate, Velasquez is the 11th. They trail by 8, certainly not out of the woods, but still a comfortable 8-run lead. As Tufano 2-1 on the year with 1 save. He's got a 2.21 ERA in 12 2/3 of an inning. Here's Velasquez, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, and came around to score and takes low in the dirt for ball 1. Holy Trinity, to their credit, has been very patient this inning. Very easy to be down 14-0 and just swing at everything. That's popped up behind the plate, and it Might reach the seats. Chanis hopes to make a play, and he can't get to it. Such a cavernous backstop. As we take another look, Chanis shedded the mask and then took off going for it, and it landed right in front of him. Here's the 1-1. Wave and a miss. Count 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sebastian Velasquez trying to keep the line moving. Here's the 2-2. Cut on and miss, strike 3. But Holy Trinity sends 11 batters to the plate. They push 6 runs across and make it a brand new ball game. 14-6 Chaminade. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Justin Kohlmeyer back out in relief for Holy Trinity, as the Titans have scratched closer. It's now 14-6 as Pete Beazle steps up to the plate to take his first official at-bat. He came on as the courtesy runner for Tom Chanis earlier in the game. As Beazle now the Flyers' first baseman. Beazle hitting .159 on the year. No home runs, 2 RBIs. And Chaminade looks to recoup some of the damage. Already leading 14-6. We had a big response by Holy Trinity. And the first pitch fastball right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Kohlmeyer, the 4th Holy Trinity pitcher. Gabriel Clarakaitis. First pitcher, then Sean Atkinson, Ryan Chiz, and Justin Kohlmeyer. Floated foul off to the right side, 0-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, please bring foul balls to the dugouts.
So Kohlmeyer ahead in the count, 0-2, out of the Trinity pen. Here's the pitch. Just outside. There's a few infielders thought that was strike 3. That outside corner has been hard to come by for both days here, as that went out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kohlmeyer working quickly. Here's the 2-2. Pop foul behind the plate. So Kohlmeyer gets the sign. Here comes the 2-2. Play outside, 3-2. Beazle looking to start something for Chaminade, and he will. Kohlmeyer was ahead in the count, 0-2. And gives up the leadoff walk as this brings up Joe Chanis.
Pitch hitting for the Flyers, number 15.
Or Joe Chanis' spot. Sean Todd, the pinch hitter for Chaminade. Todd, the junior outfielder and left-handed hitter. And a lefty-lefty matchup takes upstairs for ball 2. Only the 4th at-bat of the year for Todd. He's 0 for 3. There's a walk and a strikeout. And check swings and flicks that foul off to the left side. 2-1. Pitch. That misses, 3-1. And Kohlmeyer gets one back. Beazle the runner at first. And that pitch misses outside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. As Chaminade brings up another pinch hitter, and this is Shane McGinnis.
Flyers, number 17, Shane McGinnis.
So both Chanises are out. Runner go, pops off the glove of Hepner, and it's a double steal for the Flyers. Beazle takes 3rd, Todd takes 2nd, and now McGinnis with an opportunity to get 2 of those 6 runs back. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off the glove and mask of Hepner and the home plate umpire. 1-1. For McGinnis, this is only his 2nd at-bat of the season. As McGinnis with an opportunity to drive home 2 for Chaminade. Beazle off of 3rd, Todd off of 2nd. Infield comes in for Holy Trinity. Here's the 1-1. Popped foul off to the right side. Count 1-2. One-two pitch on the inside corner. Strike 3 called for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Flyers, the designated hitter, number 7, Sean Sweeney.
Good job painting the inside half for Kohlmeyer. As this brings up Sean Sweeney. Bases clearing triple his last time up. Officially 1 for 3 with a walk. That's hammered in the air, deep left field. Going back, Cook, he looks up, and he'll have to play it off the wall. Beazle comes in to score as Todd ends up at 3rd. It's an RBI double for Sean Sweeney. He's driven in 4 runs today, 15-6 Flyers. That was a wall scraper. Cook got it in quickly, kept Todd at third as the hits keep on coming for Chaminade. Matt Rappa comes on for Aiden Katzman. After Katzman went 2 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Becoming the 4th pinch hitter of the inning. Darts on the outside corner, and Kohlmeyer, even with the count, 1-1. Rappa hitting .250 on the year. No home runs and an RBI. 2 flyers in scoring position in the bottom of the 5th. Skies this one out to center field. Quiros going back, still drifting back. Makes the catch, and this will bring home a run. Todd comes in to score. It's a sacrifice fly for Matt Rappa, his 2nd of the year, and that makes it 16-6 Flyers.
Pitch hitting for the Flyers, number 26, Colin Brosnan.
And another pinch hitter for Chaminade, as Colin Brosnan, the junior outfielder, pokes a single into left field on the first pitch. As Chaminade keeps the line moving, an RBI single for Colin Brosnan makes it 17-6 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now batting for the Flyers, the shortstop, number 2, Matt Dieguez.
Just how deep is this Chaminade team? Coming on and with their super subs, getting 3 runs back. Fastball high and away for ball 1 to Matt Dieguez. Dieguez, a double and 2 singles. He's driven in a run. Sprays it foul off to the right side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dieguez, the future Fordham Ram. Takes a fastball high, 2-1. And now 3-1. So it's just Dieguez, Mike Sweeney, Sean Sweeney, the original starters for Chaminade. Still in the game, leading 17-6. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. And Chaminade is batted around again. Brosnan goes up to 2nd. And Dieguez on at 1st.
The third baseman, number 16,
Dan Luisi comes out. We'll see if he takes Kohlmeyer with him. As Kohlmeyer having a tough time finding the strike zone. And with that, we'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see a region that lives, feels, and pulses with energy. But before it all, we see you, because it's your lives that breathe life into this island. At Catholic Health, we're able to provide the highest quality.
Back here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, 17-6 Chaminade as Kohlmeyer delivers high for ball 1. to Anthony Figueroa, the new third baseman for Chaminade. Floated in for a strike, nothing in 1-1. 1-1 high and tight to Figueroa, who was hit by a pitch. The first pitch that he saw. Got some action in the Holy Trinity bullpen. Holmeyer hoping to just get out of this as this is fetched off to the left side. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Holmeyer from the belt, both runners go. Here comes a throw down to third, not in time. As Brosnan swipes the bag, and we'll take another look. Good jump off of second, and check that, Figueroa slides in ahead of the tag. Pitch, and that's floated foul off to the left side. No, I had that right, that's Brosnan. So Brosnan gets the stolen base. Apologies on that, as here's Figueroa. Chaminade batting around for the third time in this game. 3-2 pitch. Lined over the glove of the jumping Sean Matty and into right center field for a base hit. Brosnan comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Anthony Figueroa. 18-6 Flyers.
Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Michael Sweeney.
And here's Michael Sweeney stepping up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch and a walk. Hit in the air first base side. Kozlowski hauls it in. And makes the catch. And the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Chaminade, bottom of the 5th inning, excuse me. An 18-6 lead for the Flyers on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Top of the 6th inning, 18-6 Chaminade as Antonio Tofano back out on the mound for Chaminade after Holy Trinity put up 6 runs in the previous inning. And then Chaminade responded with 4 of their own. 6, 7, 8 due up in the Holy Trinity order, as it'll be Andrew Sinclair, Nico Quiros, and Justin Kohlmeyer. For the Titans, coming up after this game, St. Dominic takes on Kellenberg. As the throw goes down to second, and we are ready to go. Sinclair walked his last time up, pinch hitting for Ryan Chiz.
Andrew Sinclair.
As we start to see Kellenberg and St. Dom's parents start to come in. So they get ready for the nightcap. And here's Sinclair to lead off the inning. And the first pitch to Sinclair is tight for ball one. Sinclair with a lot of power in that bat. Drives the first pitch into left field for a base hit. Just the 5th Holy Trinity hit of the day. As the Titans have the leadoff man on. And that'll bring up Nico Quiros. Well, Quiros, the Thomas Jefferson commit, he and Ryan Kozlowski. Kyle Kozlowski, excuse me. Smacked in the hole, left side. Dieguez makes the stop and has no play. Good job of keeping it in the infield, but back-to-back singles for the Titans to begin the 6th inning. As this will bring up Jordan Ocampo, the pinch hitter. Came on as a pinch runner yesterday in the spot for Justin Kohlmeyer. And we'll see who the new Holy Trinity pitcher is next inning. Ocampo with good speed. Someone you want to keep off the base paths. It's the first pitch. This could be a double play ball. On to second for one. The flip to first, a double play. Good job by Sean Todd to complete the 4-4-3 putout. As that moves Sinclair over to third. And there's 2 gone in the 6th. So just to keep everybody abreast of the changes that have happened. Colin Brosnan stays on. He's in right field. Sean Todd at second base. Anthony Figueroa at third base. Pete Beazle at first base. And Matt Rappa out in left field. As the first pitch to Sean Maddie is taken outside for ball one. Maddie reached on a fielder's choice, came around to score last inning in the 6-run inning for Holy Trinity. Trying to spark something new, but the Titans back down a dozen. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the 2-0. Poured in for a strike, 2-1. Driven to right field. Brosnan plays it on a hop. And it's an RBI single for Sean Maddie. And Sinclair comes in to score. And that makes it 18-7.
Now that is the Titans, the shortstop, number 3, Nick Delvecchio.
Good piece of hitting for Maddie. And if there's one positive that Holy Trinity can take if they don't win this game is still that they were able to string along some hits and get their bats alive. Pickoff throw over to first, and Maddie scoots back safely. And another throw over. as Delvecchio steps up to the plate. 1 for 3 on the day. He had an RBI single to right his last time up. Hits it on the ground to second. Another opportunity for Sean Todd, who completes all 3 outs in the inning. And that gets us through 5.5. Holy Trinity adds a run, and that makes it 18-7 going to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching the NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see a region that lives, feels, and pulses with energy. But before it all, we see you, because it's your lives that breathe life into this island. At Catholic Health, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
St. Dominic awaits the conclusion of this game as they'll take on Andrew Koshy and the Kellenberg Firebirds here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. It's an elimination game as the winner continues to move on and will presumably play Holy Trinity or St. Anthony's after their rematch, should Chaminade hold on. Pete Beazle steps up to the plate for his second at-bat. Walked in his first plate appearance. As Chaminade leads at 18-7. Flyers stormed out to a 9-0 lead and then added 5 more runs to make it 14-0. Holy Trinity added 6 runs back, and then Chaminade almost made up the difference by putting on 4 runs of their own last inning as Ocampo gets a swing and a miss to Beazle, and the count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, that's on the outer half for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, hit on the ground to short. Delvecchio, 1 away.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Joe Chanis.
So here's Joe Chanis. Chanis a sac fly and a single to left in 3 at-bats today. Head in the count 1-0. Slow roller, left side. Another opportunity for Delvecchio. Handles it flawlessly. And 2 quick outs to begin the 6th.
Now batting for the Flyers, the catcher, number 17, Shane McGinnis.
So here's Shane McGinnis. McGinnis struck out looking his last time up. Hits the inside corner as Ocampo has come out and thrown strikes to the bottom half of the Chaminade order. Comes the 0-1. And misses outside, 1-1. 2 up for Holy Trinity in the top half of the 7th inning. It'll be 2-3-4. Cook, Kozlowski, and Hepner. And Ocampo a strike away from getting to that inning. From the belt, here's the 1-2. Off the shoulder, it hit him. And McGinnis will take first base As this brings up Sean Sweeney.
Now batting DH number 7, Sean Sweeney.
So McGinnis will come off for the courtesy runner. We'll see who pops out of the Chaminade dugout. As that's Matt Korologos, the pitcher for the Chaminade Flyers.
Matthew Korologos.
And the first pitch ripped just past the diving Del Vecchio and into left field for a base hit. So back-to-back Flyers reach base as Korologos goes over to second. And Sweeney
Now batting number 24, Matthew
with his third hit of the day. As here's Matt Rappa. Rappa coming on and playing left field. Takes low, 1-0. Chaminade 3 outs away from moving on to the final. And looking to add a little more insurance run. Already up 11 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rappa with a sac fly his last time up to center field. Goes that way again. But it's caught by Nico Quiros and the side is retired. Chaminade looks to lock it down when we come back. You're watching the NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Antonio Tofano comes on to get the final 3 outs against Holy Trinity as he looks to close it out for the Flyers. He'll deal to Tyler Cook, Kyle Kozlowski, and Andrew Hepner. 2, 3, 4 due up in the Holy Trinity order. As Holy Trinity, after being silenced for the first 4 innings, have scored 7 runs over the last 2 innings. Cook, an RBI single to right field his last time up. He's 1 for 3. As he deals to the lefty Tofano. And the first pitch, a wave and a miss at a changeup. 0-1. Tofano, somebody that is a good swing man and can give you length, can come on and close out games. We saw the 5 saves a year ago, 2 saves this year. Though I don't believe this is a save situation, even though he's gone across multiple innings. Father Pat is pondering. He moonlights as a statistician across the New York metropolitan area. So we'll have him think about it. Might have to throw him a few extra shekels in the collection box to throw some stats here. As that pitch misses inside, it's 3-1. Infield, outfield, straight up. As the wind starts to blow out to left. And that's upstairs, ball 4. Second straight at bat. That Cook has reached base. And this brings up Kyle Kozlowski. Kozlowski attacks the first pitch, hits it on the ground to third. Diving stop by Figueroa, goes over to Dieguez on the rebound, and no play to be made. It'll be an infield single for Kozlowski, his first hit of the day. And Holy Trinity with runners on first and second and nobody out for their cleanup hitter, Andrew Hepner.
Now batting for the Titans, the catcher, number 7, Andrew Hepner.
Hepner, an RBI single his last time up. Came up twice in the 6-run inning for Holy Trinity. Milwaukee came around to score. This game has been the polar opposite, exact whatever antonym you want to use of yesterday's masterpieces thrown up by all 4 starters. Whether it was Jason DeCaro at St. Anthony, Sebastian Velasquez for Holy Trinity, John Carroll, and Victor Frederick in the later game. St. Dom's, and sending the air out to center field. Sweeney drifts over, makes the catch, and fires a strike into third on the 1 hop.
Now batting for the Titans, the third baseman, number 23, Sebastian Velasquez.
So here's Sebastian Velasquez. As Velasquez takes a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Velasquez 0 for 2 with a walk and came around to score against Liam Daly, Giacomo Travaglia, and now Antonio Tafano. 0-1, hits the outside corner, 0-2. Lights start to come on here at Farmingdale State. Temperature starts to plummet as well. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. And everybody stays at base. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top half of the 7th inning. Check of the runner and time at the plate. Comes a 1-2. Caught on and missed, strike 3. And now Holy Trinity down to their last out.
Number 21, Andrew Sinclair.
As this brings up Andrew Sinclair. Single to left his last time up. Sinclair 1 for 1 with a walk. Came on as a pinch hitter in the 5th inning. And the first pitch. Grooves on the outer edge for a strike, 0-1. Chaminade 3 runs in the first, 6 in the second. 9 runs combined over the 4th and 5th inning. Now looking for the final piece. And Sinclair takes a sweeper inside, 1-1. Chaminade, the defending champs in the NSCHSAA. 1 out away from an opportunity to defend their title. Runners go, the throw down to third. In time, and the ball game is over. Shane McGinnis throws out Tyler Cook, trying to take third base as the Flyers win it 18-7. As we'll take another look. And a fantastic throw. Beats Cook, and the ball game is over. Chaminade, 18 runs on 18 hits, no errors. Holy Trinity, 7 runs on 8 hits, And 3 errors as Chaminade is moving on to the final as their offense explodes for 18 runs in their win over Holy Trinity. So that'll do it from Farmingdale State College. This has been a presentation of the NSCHSAA Baseball Playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network.